All right, let's get right to it. If you're looking for a dog trainer here in Wilbraham, Massachusetts, this will walk you through everything you need to know to find a great one.
I mean, that's the dream, right? A dog who can happily and safely handle a walk around Spec Pond or greet someone politely on Main Street. So let's figure out how to get there.
We've laid out this guide to take you through the whole process, step by step. We'll cover everything from training methods all the way to the final questions you should ask before hiring someone.
First up, let's talk about what success actually looks like for a dog in our town. It's really more than just sit and stay. It's about having a dog who's a confident, happy part of our community. You know, a good trainer is going to help you set goals that actually fit your life here. Whether that means having solid leash skills when you're walking near the academy, or teaching your dog to ignore wildlife on a hike up Minnetonka Mountain. Okay, so you know what you want to achieve. Now let's talk about finding the right person to help you do it. And honestly, the most important thing is their training philosophy and their qualifications. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And all it really means is that we're rewarding the dog for doing the right thing. We're using treats, praise, or a favorite toy to say, yes, that's what I want. It's effective, it's humane, and it really helps build an amazing bond with your dog. This brings us to a really critical point. You have to avoid any trainer who suggests using things like fear or pain. Those methods are completely outdated, and they can often make behavior problems even worse. Your dog's well-being has to come first, period. Now, you might see these letters after a trainer's name. They're not just jargon. They're actually a really good sign. They show that a trainer is committed to their education and to upholding ethical standards in their work.
Okay, so you know what philosophy to look for. But what about the format? What's going to be the best fit for you and your dog? Well, you've got a few different options.
Let's break down the two most common choices. Group classes are awesome for practicing around other dogs and people, and they're usually more budget-friendly. On the flip side, private lessons give you that focused, one-on-one attention to tackle specific issues, especially the ones that only seem to happen in your own home. There are also more intensive options out there, like board and train programs. These can be really good for building skills quickly, but they require some very careful research before you commit. All right, let's talk about the practical side of things, the investment. Knowing the local averages can really help you plan and figure out what works for your budget. This is probably one of the most common questions people have, so let's take a look at what the typical costs are around here.
So as you can see, there's a pretty big range. A 6-week group class is usually the most affordable option. Private lessons are typically priced per hour, though packages can offer better value. And then you have the more intensive programs, like a board and train, which are a much larger financial investment.
You know, training isn't just for you and your dog. It's also about how you both fit into the larger community. And being a good neighbor means knowing the local rules.
These are the key regulations you need to know. In Wilbraham, your dog has to be on a leash whenever you're off your property. They need to be licensed with the town each year, have a current rabies shot, and you have to make sure any barking doesn't become a nuisance. Good training makes all of this stuff so much easier to manage.
So once you start learning new skills, you need places to go practice them in the real world. And we have some great spots for that. Spec Pond is perfect for working on focus with all the natural distractions. Fountain Park is great for practicing calm behavior when there's more foot traffic. These local spots are basically your outdoor classrooms. Okay, you've done the research, you've probably narrowed it down to a few potential trainers. Now, how do you make that final, confident choice? You should really treat this like a job interview. A good professional will be happy to explain their methods, show you their credentials, and talk about how they'll create a plan specifically for your dog and your life. Don't forget to ask about the full cost and what kind of homework you'll be expected to do. We wish you the absolute best in finding the perfect partner for your training journey. Having a well-behaved companion just opens up so many more possibilities for both of you, whether you're just relaxing at home, visiting friends, or enjoying a beautiful day out and about here in Wilbraham.